Guys, welcome back to A Step Above. In today's video, we're going to talk about what things to consider when you are taking the sartorial journey. More specifically, you are wanting to dress more classically. I'm going to go over a couple questions you may want to ask yourself. Also, areas to pay close attention to when you are going down this journey. So, if you are interested in learning more about this video is definitely for you. Stay tuned. Now let's get to the video. The first list of questions that you may want to ask yourself before you start your classic dress men or just dressing more classically. The first area, what things you should consider before starting. A couple of key points that I put down. What is the reason you want to do this? Now, you don't want to just start something for the sake of starting it or because it's a trend, but you want to have a genuine reason of what is the reason I want to take this journey. And if you're able to answer that question, then you can go ahead and proceed. Next question. What types of things do I do on the weekend? Is this new style of dressing going to relate to my career, what things I do on the weekend, the people I associate with? All around, you want to identify if this sartorial journey is going to mirror you in your everyday life. If it doesn't, okay. If it does, that's great also. But you want to make sure you're not stepping out of your comfort zone to try to put on some facade just because you see it on YouTube or Instagram. The next question, is this a fad that you're going through? Are you going to allocate an exorbitant amount of time to this and it's something that you're really not sold on, but you want to do it because it's the thing to do? I would encourage you not to take this journey if that's the case. If you're just into fashion, let it be that. But being a classic dress man or a classic dress person means what we wear is going to be timeless. Next question. Does the classic dress lifestyle suit you? If none of this relates to what you do on everyday life, probably isn't the best journey to take, because you will notice that you will not catch yourself wearing a lot of the garments you may accumulate. Therefore, you waste time, you waste money, and you waste closet space, all just to have a bunch of items that you're not even going to wear, or you may wear every once in a while. Next question to ask yourself, are you ready for everything that comes with dressing like this? Compliments and criticisms, because you will have both. If you have friends who are used to you looking a specific way, stepping outside of that norm, you may get some compliments and you may get some criticisms also. And you have to be confident in yourself to be able to wear or express yourself through your clothing. It is a great feeling if you are confident in yourself, but if you're lacking the confidence in yourself to wear these things, I would highly suggest that this isn't the journey for you at this moment in your life. The next area that we're going to talk about is time, space, and money. These are three important factors when you are taking the sartorial journey or just dressing more classically. The first area, and by area I mean the first question you want to ask yourself, what type of savings am I going to have for the items that I want? It's easy for an individual to start the journey, see a bunch of things they like, start buying and accumulating all these types of different articles of clothing, and they find themselves only wearing a couple or not satisfied with what they have. Therefore, you just wasted your time getting all these items. You wasted a bunch of money because either you can't return the items or they're just not the style that you are looking for. So you just want to be aware of the amount of money that you're spending. You want to have a dedicated amount of income that is specific towards articles of clothing. Next question. How much time are you going to give yourself to get certain pieces? If you are going bespoke, made to measure in a brick and mortar location, or the thrift store, or eBay, or any type of online forum that you use, you want to ask yourself, how much time am I going to give myself to get this specific piece? Because I have to keep in mind, there are multiple 4 seasons in a year. So if it's summer and I want a piece for the fall, I have to be mindful and I have to look in the areas of, okay, how much money am I going to dedicate for this overcoat? And how much time is it going to take me to find this or get a made to measure? And if I get made to measure, how long is that going to take? So you just want to be mindful about the time and the money that you're going to spend when you are taking the seasonal approach with items of clothing. Next question. What type of space, closet space, are you working with for your newly acquired wardrobe? If you live in the city, most likely you live in a shoebox, and your closet is a quarter of a shoebox. So you may not have a lot of space, but if you don't and you have a lot of space, then this does not apply to you. But if you're working with a limited amount of space, you have to be aware of not only the space I have, but also seasons. I can't put too much into this wardrobe for the time being until you move somewhere, unless you get one of the wardrobes that sit out and everybody can see it. I'm not a big fan of that. I like my stuff enclosed just so potential moths don't get to it or other people get to it. I like it enclosed. So being mindful of the space you have for your wardrobe, having specific pieces that you will wear on a daily basis, so you're not just wasting that space you have on articles of clothing that you are not going to wear. Now, the last and final part you want to keep in mind when you are on your journey of classically dressing and your sartorial journey. I have a couple of areas to keep in mind when you are putting together your wardrobe. First area, suiting. What types of suits do you need? More specifically, seasonal. Are you wanting suits for the spring, summer, winter, fall? And if so, finding specific pieces for that time or your climate so you don't have an overabundance of items that you're not wearing. Next point, trousering. Same as the first, seasonal trousers. Are you wanting linen trousers for the summer and cavalry twill for the fall, winter, or a nice pair of flannel for the fall, winter, and maybe in the spring you go with a worsted wool? You want to be specific about a 4-month period when you are figuring out your trousers, your trousering, and your suiting, just so you have the right garments for the time of the year. The next area, shirting. Shirting, just like seasonal shirting, includes polos, dress shirts, Henleys if you wear those, sweaters, sweater vests. All of these are a part of shirting. Again, you want to be mindful of the time of the year, and you want to get garments that can transition from season to season. Maybe excluding summer, you may want specific summer garments or shirting for that time. Next area, sport coats. Same, seasonal sport coats. I can't wear something I have on today, this Donegal tweed sport coat. I can't wear this in the summer because I will burn up and I'd be sweating buckets. You want something that is going to be a more porous fabric, open weave to allow breathability when you're in the summer. In the winter, you want something that's tighter woven, thicker fabric, so it can insulate and keep you warmer. Just like the other areas, You want to have seasonal appropriate sport coats. Some individuals like to do a spring, summer, fall, winter. Some just like to break it up in two halves of my fall and winter garments will be the same. Spring, summer, there may be some variation, but most likely the same also. Next area, this is just one area unless you want to overdo it, overcoats. Some individuals have several overcoats. Do you need that many? If you have the money and space, by all means. But if you don't, you want to be mindful of the sport coat or sport coats, plural, that you're going to get. Maybe 2 sport coats may do you justice. You may want one that is a heavier wool sport coat for the winter, and you may want one that's somewhat of a medium weight for the early fall and late fall seasons. Next point, accessories. This is seasonal as well. Hats, gloves, scarves, watches, all those are included in accessories. How you want to divide that up, I'll leave that up to you. Do you need multiple accessories? Again, how much money are you willing to spend and how much space do you have to fit all these? If you're working with a compact closet, you may only want a couple pieces, but they're of good quality, so they'll last you for years to come. Last and final area, dress shoes. Dress shoes is seasonal just as well. The shoes you wear in the summer are not going to be the same that you wear in the fall and winter. If you like to break them up by color, I do. I do lighter colors during the summer, just like my wardrobe completely shifts. What you see now, this is more of the fall and winter wardrobe. Thicker wool, darker wool, more earthy colors compared to the summer where it's bright blues, beige, white, light gray, light green. Those colors that match the environment around me. That said, guys, I really hope you appreciate this video. This is going to be in a series. Right now, we're just talking about things to be mindful of before you take the journey. The next part in this will be season-specific clothing that I'll show you guys a couple examples from my wardrobe. And this is similar to the process that I use when I am getting seasonal specific pieces. Because again, I live in a city, I have a shoebox closet, and I can't waste a lot of time and money on things that I'm not gonna wear. So you want to be mindful. Good quality, or I'm sure you guys heard the quantity and quality. You want good quality items that will last you for years to come until you, to my point earlier, move to a bigger place and your closet is more advanced and you can stuff more in there, by all means. But for those who don't have it, you want something that, by something I mean the articles of clothing, you want those things to be something that you're going to wear every day and you get joy from it. And when you open your closet, you don't have a bunch of clothes, but you enjoy everything that's in there. That said, guys, I appreciate your audience. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Don't hesitate to go to my Instagram, leave me a message, check out some of the pictures that I post on there. I post a lot of short clips of videos that I'm going to upload later on. Guys, I appreciate that, and I'll catch you next time.